Welcome back to History of Simple Things. Today's topic comes from @King_Chihuahua. Thanks for the suggestion. You asked, what exactly is condensed milk? If you've ever opened a can of thick, creamy sweetness to drizzle over desserts or stir into coffee, you've likely used condensed milk without thinking much about how it came to be. It's one of those pantry staples that feels timeless, simple, reliable, and somehow always ready to make things taste richer. But what exactly is condensed milk, and how did it become such a beloved ingredient across so many cultures? Let's take a closer look right here on History of Simple Things. At its core, condensed milk is milk that has had most of its water removed, leaving behind a thick, concentrated liquid. What makes the version most people recognize, especially the one found in supermarkets, unique is that sugar is added during the process. This sweetened form is officially called sweetened condensed milk, and it's the type commonly used in desserts and beverages. Fresh milk naturally contains a large amount of water, usually around 80 to 90%. By gently heating the milk and allowing the water to evaporate, manufacturers reduce the volume while keeping the milk solids intact. The addition of sugar doesn't just make it sweet, it also acts as a preservative. Because of this, condensed milk can last for months or even years when sealed in a can. The result is a glossy, creamy liquid with a rich sweetness and thick consistency that pours slowly and coats whatever it touches. It's not just milk that tastes sweeter, it's milk that has been transformed into something almost dessert-like on its own. The process of making condensed milk might sound complicated, but it follows a surprisingly logical sequence. It starts with fresh cow's milk that is first standardized, meaning the fat content is adjusted to achieve consistency in taste and texture. This ensures that every can has the same creamy richness. Next comes heating. The milk is warmed to remove bacteria and make it safe for long-term storage. After that, it moves into a vacuum evaporator, a machine that lowers the air pressure so water can evaporate at a lower temperature. This step is important because it removes moisture without scorching the milk or altering its flavor too harshly. Once enough water has been removed, sugar is added. The sugar dissolves into the thickened milk, increasing its sweetness while also preventing microorganisms from growing. Finally, the mixture is cooled, poured into sterilized cans, and sealed tightly. The sealed cans are then heated once more to ensure they remain safe for storage. To understand why condensed milk exists at all, it helps to look back to a time before refrigeration. In the 1800s, fresh milk spoiled quickly, especially in warm weather. Transporting milk over long distances was difficult, and people often struggled to keep it safe for consumption. This problem led to innovation. In the mid-19th century, American inventor Gail Borden developed a method to remove water from milk and preserve it with sugar. His invention made it possible to store milk safely for long periods without refrigeration. Condensed milk quickly proved its value. It became widely used during times when fresh milk was scarce or unsafe, especially during long journeys and military campaigns. Soldiers appreciated it because it provided nourishment without requiring refrigeration, and families valued it because it offered a reliable alternative to fresh milk. What started as a solution to food preservation eventually became a household staple that spread far beyond its original purpose. Once condensed milk entered the market, it didn't stay limited to one region. It traveled across continents, adapting to different cuisines and cultural preferences. In many parts of Asia, condensed milk became an essential ingredient in beverages. It added sweetness and creaminess to coffee and tea, making drinks feel indulgent even when fresh dairy wasn't easily available. In tropical regions, its long shelf life made it especially practical because it could withstand warm climates better than fresh milk. In Latin America, condensed milk found its way into desserts that became iconic. From creamy puddings to layered cakes, its sweetness made it perfect for creating rich, comforting treats. Even today, condensed milk remains popular in places where refrigeration wasn't historically common. Its ability to stay stable without spoiling helped shape culinary traditions that continue to thrive. One of the first things people notice about condensed milk is its intense sweetness and heavy texture. These qualities come directly from the way it's made. When water is removed from milk, everything else becomes more concentrated. The proteins, fats, and natural sugars become denser, giving the milk a richer mouthfeel. Adding sugar amplifies this effect even more, turning the mixture into a thick, syrup-like liquid. Sugar also affects how the milk behaves when heated or mixed into recipes. It helps prevent the milk from curdling and contributes to the smooth texture seen in desserts like fudge or custard. That's why condensed milk is often used in recipes that require both sweetness and stability. Its thickness also makes it visually appealing. When poured, it forms slow ribbons that settle gently into drinks or desserts, creating a satisfying sense of richness. Condensed milk is more than just sweetened dairy in a can. It represents a clever solution to the challenges of food preservation, a gateway to countless desserts, and a reminder of how simple innovations can shape everyday life. By removing water and adding sugar, early inventors turned fragile fresh milk into a durable, dependable ingredient that traveled across continents and into countless kitchens. Today, it remains a symbol of convenience and comfort, proving that sometimes the simplest ideas leave the most lasting impressions. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.